Boys! Oh my god, I had a damn. Did you hear the boo doo doo? You know what? I'm gonna do it with no audio because my headphones are dying. Actually, we'll just rip right through it and we'll go from there. I'm new at this. I'm still figuring it out. There's a reason I'm wearing his hoodie and he's not wearing my hoodie. Boys, today talking about the live streaming war and exactly where Ludwig Ahgren fits into it. Now, I yoinked his intro for this video. It felt only fitting that I talk about the king of yoink and twist. I gotta steal something from him. So we're mainly gonna be talking about the good things YouTube has done and not the bad things Twitch always seems to be doing. By the numbers, YouTube is huge. I mean, it's the second most used search engine next to Google. People are more likely to search something on YouTube than to search it on Bing. By the numbers, the monthly active users are 2.6 billion. So these numbers are huge and so much bigger than Twitch's. However, it's for all of YouTube, and YouTube is mainly used for video watching. People aren't going there for live streams. That's like been a main problem for YouTube's live streaming service. And these are just like live viewers right now, 2.8 million viewers on Twitch at any given moment. That was earlier this morning when I took that screenshot. So Twitch is still the predominant live stream like site. You know, when people think of live stream, they think of Twitch. They don't think of YouTube. YouTube is YouTube. It may be massive, but it's not known for streaming. And that's an important point I want to get across right now at the beginning of this video. So where does Mr. Wig, Ludwig Ahgren, the king of yoink and twist, the short king, the maybe not short king, fit into all of this? I mean, you could just look at him and think, oh, look, another streamer YouTube has signed, and he just said yes to get a fat bag. Well, did he get a lot of money? Yeah, he did get money, and you know what? Go for it, king. However, he's more than that. I think for this video, it's important to think of streamers kind of like a stock or an asset for YouTube or Twitch to acquire to add to their site. I think Twitch and YouTube need to look at a streamer and think, what can they bring? What does their brand as a streamer bring to our website? Are they someone we want to have on the website? Are they going to be around for a long time? Like, what is the point of signing this person? And so to think about that, let's look at the four main big YouTube signings before Ludwig. Let's look at them real quick, the timeline. Only Valkyrae could be considered a variety streamer. A variety streamer being someone who streams as a wide variety of content. The other three, Courage, Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tatman, all very big streamers, drive consistent numbers for YouTube and for Twitch. However, they're mainly FPS gamers, which, because they're the three biggest faces on the platform other than Valkyrae, it makes YouTube gaming mainly as Warzone and games like Apex Legends. You know, it's just first-person shooters, very good numbers wise, but it's kind of like its own niche thing. And then we get to Ludwig in November of 2021, a true variety streamer. I know his friends Atrioc and Stans, when this happened, Atrioc talked about him being like a big key for YouTube live streaming success because Ludwig is a streamer. He has interacted with like almost every pocket of streamers you can think of. This graph you're looking at right now, there's all of these dots. This graph shows Twitch streamers and the size of their viewership from about 2 years ago. And the way it's arranged is by placing them near other streamers who share the same viewers. You zoom in here, we're a little closer. XQC up here is the big one, the main king of Twitch. And then we got Ludwig right here, who's in this pink. Now the colors also kind of pertain to certain groups of streamers. Ludwig is surrounded by many different subsects of streaming, like he is near a lot. If you wanted to get more variety streamers into the game, Ludwig would be the first person you want to sign, because we got another big bubble right here, Sykkuno. After signing Ludwig, YouTube then signed Sykkuno and Lily Pichu, two variety streamers who probably would have been a little wary of signing with them. I mean, they had plenty of time after Ludwig signed in November to see how he was doing. And then eventually Myth, FaceWag, another FPS gamer, but good solid numbers, and Fusel. So if YouTube's strategy was to get more variety streamers after they signed Ludwig, that clearly worked. But that's not really where Ludwig's true worth to them as a streaming service like ends. He does also have good content. You know, he put on this big event, Mogul Money Live, at the YouTube Theater at SoFi Stadium. Huge venue. He does a lot of interesting things. He's trying to push streaming as a medium, make it more mainstream, and then just like, he's a true entertainer. You know, you can just watch the first 5 seconds of Mogul Money Live and he comes running out, shaking his ass on the stage. The guy likes attention and he likes having a good time. He even had on his podcast the CEO of YouTube, and this is where we start to kind of get to his true worth. because on this podcast, he openly talked about some of his problems about the live streaming experience on YouTube as a streamer and, as a viewer. After he signs to YouTube, he launches Truffle, which is an extension that you can download on Google Chrome, Firefox, or whatever, to make watching his stream on YouTube more familiar to what it felt like on Twitch. And I'm gonna let him explain it.
We have like 4 full-time employees working on this and a bunch of contracted employees who are all a part of Truffle. And their job for the next 6 months is to make this extension godlike, make it as good as possible, and fix all the issues that currently exist with YouTube live streaming. One example right here on the left is a YouTube live chat that is happening right now, and on the right is a Twitch live chat happening right now. And it's pretty clear you can see that they are different. All right, this one doesn't move for a while and then shits it all out at once. This one is like a constant buffering system. This one's also way easier to read, is now YouTube live streams load chats like Twitch live streams. Rather than buffering them and having it flow like an open faucet, it comes out staggered, which is better. It's easier to read, and not to mention all the emotes that we have.
He goes on to explain it's even like a battle pass. You can watch, you get rewards, you get new emotes, and now it's available for other streamers to start using. It's not just his thing. He has a full team of people working on it, making YouTube streaming better. Another big thing Ludwig has started doing is really trying to help smaller creators fight copyright strikes. There's been a lot of false copyright problems on YouTube, music being a main one of them, and YouTube's copyright system is much more robust than Twitch's. Ever since he went to YouTube, he has realized that he can't watch, let's say, Shark Tank on his live stream because the YouTube AI will pick it up, and Twitch doesn't really have that. Twitch is just kind of ignoring it, pretending like it's not a problem. So Ludwig and Jay Schlatt, a big Twitch streamer and a YouTube creator, have straight up just paid an orchestra to perform some of the most classic pieces of classical music. Now, you would think that it is public domain. Well, the music itself is public domain, but when an orchestra or a band or whoever perform those public domain works, their recording has a copyright to it. So Ludwig and Jay Schlatt graciously paid an orchestra to perform all these old classical pieces, and then there's no copyright on it. And even went above and beyond and did some Nintendo-like songs. And you would think that's where the story stops for Ludwig. He brought more streamers. He has helped with music copyright. However, Ludwig does not sleep. Do not sleep on Mr. Wig. He shows no signs of slowing down. He recently announced his company Off-Brand that he founded with his 2 friends who are also streamers, Atrioc and Stans. It's a production company based around helping streamers produce bigger events because most streamers are unable to work on things like this since they stream up to 10 hours a day. If you're streaming 10 hours a day, you can't plan to host your own game show. You need some help. You need some side people. So Off-Brand launches their first show called Juice. Just happened. Big success. The set looks great. It's essentially like a 90s Nickelodeon-like game show, and it's hosted by XQC. He is the biggest streamer and has been for a long time. Well, the general thing that makes him YouTube's best acquisition is the fact that he is changing the public perception of live streaming on YouTube. People did not think about YouTube as a streaming site until him. Top comment says, honestly, YouTube needs to try to keep this man with any way possible. He's literally improving their site when he could have just took the bag and streamed to 15K who come to his stream each time, but instead he's going above and beyond to improve the general experience on YouTube. Second comment, it is really a shame to see just how far behind YouTube streaming still is, and to be honest, pretty embarrassing for YouTube. Twitch keeps dropping the ball then, and then YouTube adds a feature which Twitch has had for 5 years and acts like it's a huge win when there's no reason why YouTube couldn't add these features sooner. Ludwig is proving that YouTube can fix these things, and people, this kind of more public outcry, I think will encourage YouTube to make changes faster because people have more eyes on YouTube streaming and they want it to be fixed. I think if they just fix 2 or 3 things, it will be as big as Twitch. YouTube has been around longer than Twitch. It'll be here for after Twitch. It just needs a couple tweaks, and Ludwig is proving it's not that hard. Third comment, super exciting. I'm always on the fence for which platform to stream on, but YouTube keeps seeming better. I may switch soon. That's great. May switch soon. That's all they could hope for. We're just signing 1 streamer. YouTube will win with Ludwig, I think, as the figurehead that started the change. I think he did all of these things, and on their own, they may seem minute. They may not seem like that big of a deal. But changing the public's perception about YouTube streaming is a huge win. To be able to take the biggest guy on Twitch, bring him over, have him not just complain about things, but have him, actively try and fix them on his own, proving to his audience it can be done. And look, there's not like a lot we need to do here. You can light a fire under YouTube. Hell, he talked to their CEO, told him his problems. She knows what he is working on. And all of these things together really make Ludwig the biggest and best acquisition YouTube could have ever hoped for in the live streaming war.